Food. One cannot think well, love well, sleep well, if one has not dined well. Virginia Woolf knew what is fundamental to our existence. What priority does food have in your pyramid of values? Is it in a high position? If so, it's no wonder. Dear listeners, make yourself comfortable. Don't hesitate to take a bite of your favourite meal, because today's topic is food. Bon appétit!
Sloboda je kľúčom k nezávislosti. No, čo sloboda znamená pre teba? Štvorka ťa nebude obmedzovať. Sloboda pre mladých nie je len paušál. Sú to otvorené dvere do nového slobodného života. Tak daj záväzky bokom a prejdi do štvorky. Voľné minúty, SMS-ky a mobilné dáta dostaneš už za 4 eurá mesačne, a to bez viazanosti. Všetko vyriešiš pohodlne na webe slobodapremladých.sk alebo v mobilnej appke Moja štvorka. Stačí, aby si mal potvrdenie o štúdiu. Tak na čo ešte čakáš?
Eating is one of our basic physiological needs, which has to be met to enable us to concentrate fully and function in our everyday life without irritation and cramps. Food provides us with nutrients, energy, and the vitamins necessary for our health. Every country has different eating habits, and so does every individual. Various tastes, recipes inherited from generation to generation create the huge range of each country's culinary experience. Gourmets taste exotic foods and write reviews about restaurants and places worth visiting. A good start to the day is a hearty breakfast that gives us the energy to function all day long. A Slovak breakfast consists of bread with butter, ham, salami or eggs. When people have enough time, they also prepare scrambled eggs or an omelette, and if they have a sweet tooth, pancakes with a hazelnut spread are always a good idea. Nowadays, it is modern to eat right, and many young Slovaks prefer to eat oatmeal or porridge with fruit to stay fit and healthy. The morning usually starts with a cup of coffee that is unfortunately not recommended to drink in the early hours, or a cup of tea. After breakfast, you are ready to learn or work and eat another small snack that helps you to keep up your energy levels. What is considered a snack? We are sure you started to name some snacks like fruit, sandwiches or croissants. A snack is usually consumed a couple of hours after breakfast, preparing Slovak people for lunch. Lunch is the most important meal of the day for Slovak people, unlike in some other countries where families usually gather at dinner time. Lunch is usually eaten from around 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and is usually taken at cafeterias or canteens in the workplace or school. People usually cook meals during the weekend, especially on Sunday, which is known for a special lunch where the family get together over some chicken soup and a main course, usually a traditional family recipe. It is frequently a combination of meat and potatoes, rice or vegetables. This tradition of lunch during the weekends bonds the family where everyone talks, enjoys the food and the pleasant atmosphere of a day off. Dinner in Slovakia is a small priority in the value pyramid, and that's why it's light, including bread or buns, yogurts and fruit. The Slovak way of life prefers staying at home for food, but young generations try to support restaurants and sometimes eat out. Hamburgers, chips and beer are a Friday classic that is considered a reward after a whole week of work. The system of eating in Great Britain is different, but a similarity might be found in breakfast. The English prefer eggs, bacon, baked beans, tomatoes, mushrooms with toast for breakfast, with a cup of tea with milk. A sweet breakfast consists of toast with jam or butter, as well as pancakes or porridge with fruit. Lunch in England is less important than dinner, and people pack sandwiches, fruit, a packet of crisps and a chocolate bar to appease their hunger. Some schools offer meals in the canteen, but English people prefer family gatherings at dinner, when they eat meat with a side dish like rice, potatoes, vegetables and a sauce. After dinner, you can have a binge of dessert, cake, ice cream or a pie. When travelling around the world, tourists are curious about the local cuisine and taste the traditional food of a particular country. Slovakia's traditional food is brinzové halušky, which might be compared to gnocchi with sheep's cheese and bacon. Tourists taste this meal in chalets in the high Tatras while enjoying beautiful views of the mountains. Meanwhile, the English national dish is fish and chips, available in every restaurant. On the other hand, the USA has no particular traditional food because multiculturalism has influenced the development of American cuisine. Every region has different dishes, providing a diversity of choices. Dear listeners, we know that you might be hungry after this, but if you want to find out more, just stay with us for a little while. What first comes into your mind when someone says America? Is it a hamburger? Yes, hamburgers and chips are famous in America, but the origin of hamburgers goes back to Germany. Some German immigrants brought the recipe of hamburgers to America, and it became the most favourite food in the whole world. In this context, we can understand that almost every meal in America comes from a different country. So instead of typically American, we should call them foreign foods. Traditional Italian pizza does not contain some of the ingredients so popular in Slovakia. Forbidden ones include pineapple, bacon, beans or sausages. The original recipe mentions only a thin pastry with tomato sauce and cheese. Other ingredients happen to be the ideas of other nationalities. Many of us sometimes suffer when we look in the mirror, and this is the moment when we decide to go on a diet. Limiting certain foods, sweets, and following only a healthy diet, including sport, are part of a new healthy lifestyle. There are tons of diets, and it's up to every individual to find out which one is suitable. A plant-based diet is considered to be the most friendly for our planet, but it's important to make sure that you get all the necessary nutrients and vitamins. Before you decide to go on a diet, it is highly recommended to consult the diet with your doctor or a dietitian. Living healthily is not about starvation, but about sport and a balanced diet, providing joy, good physical and mental health. The right diet might prevent diseases like diabetes or others connected to cholesterol. What is the best way to achieve a balanced diet? Of course, the beginnings are always hard, but with the right motivation, you can achieve any goal. Firstly, you should exclude processed foods, red meat, sugar, and fatty foods, and try to incorporate more of the following into your diet. Fruit and vegetables, especially leafy greens like spinach and kale, some broccoli, seeds, and nuts. Make sure you get enough fibre, and try to start your day with a nice cup of green tea instead of coffee. Alcohol should be consumed minimally, as well as junk food. Physical activity and any sport you enjoy will help to boost your energy, get rid of any extra weight, and maintain a balanced mind. Dear listeners, food is great, but be careful what you eat, because we eat to live and not live to eat. You don't need to record your calorie count all the time, but remember that food is connected to your energy, mental health, and overall functioning. Eating is a pleasure, and understanding the link between food and our body might be a very useful tip on how to remain aware of our bodies and feel the flow of energy provided from food. Thank you very much for listening, and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or write a comment on YouTube. We hope you listen to us again soon.